Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Welcome back to the Dimes Only podcast. I'm your co-host, Buddy Sandoval, to my right. As always, George Hernandez. It's been too long, Mr. Hernandez.
Yeah,
How you doing, my man?
I've been good, real good. Just working a lot, and we're back. It's getting close to football season, so we're back. It's fun time around this year. This is fun time. So
Super, super exciting time. Yes, you guys know we did this last year. We are back again because the NFL season is coming up upon us. The football season is coming up upon us. College football, NFL, high school if you're into that.
yeah, I mean,
all that's coming up.
some Bishop Sycamore,
Some modern day,
Modern day.
some Saint
IMG,
John Bosco.
IMG, yeah, all those good schools.
Right.
Yeah. So we're getting ready for football season. We're always excited around this time. We always imagine, we give our thoughts about, who's going to do this year? Who's going to be doing that? Oh, is he going to flop if he's not? So today we're going to tell you guys some predictions we have or expectations.
Yeah, we got some bold predictions for you guys. And we're also going to give out our predictions for the major awards for this year. So that's going to be fun. But before we get into that, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Dimes Only Podcast. If you don't want to see us for some reason, which is totally fine, you could hear us on Spotify as well, Dimes Only Podcast. So make sure you go and check us out on those platforms. We're starting today, and before I even hit record on this, I told you, oh damn, it's actually Kobe's birthday.
Yeah, the legend.
And R.I.P. to the legend. Of course, would have been 45 years old. For you guys who know me,
Kobe.
you know how much Kobe meant to me, and things like that. But yeah, man, just crazy to think about. Gone too soon. We have him right here along with your little Jokic thing, but
Jokic don't compare to him though. Kobe, as much I'm a Denver fan, but I'm not a Kobe hater. I think Kobe was great. He's the second of all time in my list, but other than that, Kobe's been influential in every game. I mean, in the whole game, like when you shot a paper ball into the trash can, you always yell, Kobe. But Kobe was a dog on the court. He's crazy good. He made the fadeaway famous. Well, I mean, MJ and him, but I feel like in our generation, Kobe is the one that the kids saw, and the fadeaway came from Kobe.
Yeah, man, definitely influential to the game, influential to the entire world, especially the city of Los Angeles, to the Lakers. I consider him the greatest Laker of all time. I know many people consider Magic as well, but that's a generation gap right there, right? But I mean, yeah, he was our Michael Jordan, right? I mean, someone that at least for me wanted to model his game after. At least definitely everyone should model the type of mentality he has, because that not only just applies to basketball, but it applies to every single walk of life, right? So having that Mamba mentality, having that type of grit, that type of tenacity in anything you want to do could be applied anywhere. So just for him to have that, to instill that, to try to instill that into others, even now, even with him gone, right? That carries on. Like they say, man, legends never die, right?
Yeah.
He's building a legacy that will last throughout our entire lifetimes and hopefully beyond. So, that's my dog right there, man.
Yeah, I mean,
no much.
Supposedly he should be getting a statue next year, I believe they said.
I think that's confirmed.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, but
no, I think it is.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do it on my birthday too. I think 8/8/24. I think.
I think they did.
That's from what I last seen.
Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah, but unfortunately, me and you were not able to cop the halos as well.
Oh yeah,
those are nice.
Well, I didn't try, but I was thinking about it. But I'm like, nah. I mean, they're nice, but I prefer the Mambacitas, the black ones.
Oh yeah,
those are nice.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, we'll see what else happens. Have you heard anything about tomorrow? 8/24?
Nah.
No. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have something there too. But yeah, we'll see. All right, George. Let's move on to what we're here to talk about. NFL. Let's start off with the awards.
Yeah, because I got one that kind of contradicts. Which one you want to
Okay.
start off with? I'll let
Okay.
you start
So
off.
we have the obvious ones, of course, the big ones: MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player Rookie of the Year, Comeback Player of the Year, and Coach of the Year. I feel like we should start from the bottom to, well, at least the order I put, the bottom to top. So from Comeback Player of the Year all the way up to MVP. So, Comeback Player of the Year. This obviously is awarded to the person who had a quite a down year the year before. They come back, whether it's a down year in their play, a down year in terms of injury. They come back and they earn themselves a Pro Bowl, or just in general, they have a fantastic year all around. Last year, your boy Geno Smith, who is your Joe Montana, for you guys who know, yeah, you traded him like Joe Montana, like Tom Brady. Who's your comeback player of the year?
I'm gonna go with either Brees, huh? I had two I couldn't decide, or Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
Like I said, I don't think it was Russell Wilson's fault. I think more of the coaching staff.
yeah.
And Sean Payton is a great coach. I mean, he coached Drew Brees. He won a Super Bowl with Drew Brees. And I think he could up his game a little bit more. So I think if I had to decide, I think I'm going to go with Russell Wilson.
That's bold.
Yeah, Russell Wilson.
That's bold.
I mean, like I said, are we really going to judge him off that 1 year he had?
A lot of people are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
A ton of people are. Like,
We gotta
people
give
are
him-
saying this is who he is now.
No,
That's insane.
I feel like he has the weapon. Actually, yeah, he has the weapon.
He does.
He does. But we'll see what he does. I feel like it was just a down year for him, but we'll see.
That's insane. Yeah, can't go wrong with Russ. But I'm going to go with my boy, my QB MVP one, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens. He is a flat-out winner, ladies and gentlemen. He wins over 60% of his games when he starts for the Ravens. That is a fact. When he's under center or in shotgun for the Baltimore Ravens, more times than not, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens are getting the win. And I expect him to stay healthy. I want him to stay healthy as a Lamar Jackson fan. I know you don't want him to stay healthy, but
I never prey on people.
I know, of course not.
though.
Of course not. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
of course, it'll be better if he's not healthy and out there. But yeah, I feel like Lamar Jackson is going to be healthy, and he's gonna ball out because that's just who he is. Lamar Jackson, when healthy, is arguably a top 3 quarterback in this league, for sure. In my book, top 5 to top 7. And this is going to be a big year for him, man. No more excuses for Lamar Jackson. He has his weapons.
Yeah.
He has OBJ. We'll see. I mean, OBJ took a complete year off. So hopefully he comes back and he looks right. And he looks like how he looked with the Rams during their Super Bowl run. You have the explosive wide receiver rookie from Boston College, Zay Flowers, who I think is going to be incredible. And you still have Mark Andrews, who is a top 2, top 3 tight end in this league. And so I have high expectations for Lamar Jackson, and I have high expectations for the Baltimore Ravens. If they are healthy, I have them winning the AFC North. But we're probably getting. I'm getting way ahead of myself.
I had him
there.
in mind too, but I wanted to give it a rest, see
That's fine.
what he can do.
That's fine. Yeah, but I got Lamar. You got. Ultimately, you're going down with Russ, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. Coach of the year.
Coach of the year, I couldn't think of one. I mean, there's so many good teams, but I think the Jets.
Oh, Robert Saleh?
Robert Saleh's going to get it just because they're rebuild mode and, comeback year for them. I mean, they didn't do bad last year, but I feel like they're going to do way better. It's going to be from the coaching and, Aaron Rodgers. So I would go with him. I mean, to think about it, I was going down the NFL list, and that's the only team I could think of that looks like they have a really strong squad. Yeah. Overall, in general. I mean, like their secondary and their offense is like crazy.
Ton of expectations from the Jets. I know you've been watching Hard Knocks too, so
yeah. Maybe it's the recency bias. Maybe it's the recency bias, but
well, I mean, you're going off with what you've been seeing, and
yeah.
I'm pretty just real quick sidetrack. How has been Hard Knocks? Like, what are your quick takeaways from that,
bro? Hard Knocks. Well, I mean, I like the show. I saw the Lions one last year. I was watching the Cardinals in season 1, but I never finished it. But Hard Knocks with the Jets one, you can see how. I feel like another award here is gonna be a recency bias, but still, like watching it makes you see what's how hard they work and
Yeah.
their like what they do to get to that level, and they show you the little previews of what you expect to see.
Yeah.
It's cool. I like it.
Okay. All right.
And then the voice makes it even like better. Like
Yeah.
the
The
guy,
voice of God,
yeah,
as they say.
voice of God.
Yeah.
And also, it makes you aware of okay, who's gonna be top dog in that team and stuff. You know.
For sure.
So
For sure.
I mean, and they treat Aaron Rodgers like a god too.
Oh,
So
as they should,
yeah.
man. I mean, you know, you get a franchise quarterback like that, you get one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time like that. I mean,
Yeah.
and you bring him to a big market too. I mean, there's
Yeah.
a ton of expectations from Aaron and the entire Jets.
And it's funny too. It's funny.
So I mean, if Robert Saleh does get Coach of the Year, good things happened in during their season. So, you know, we'll see what happens there. But my Coach of the Year is going to be another team with immense expectations going into this year. Detroit Lions head coach Dan Campbell. I think you could argue that the Lions maybe have even a little bit more pressure than the Jets. Like for the Lions' sake,
Because
they're in a
they-
weaker conference.
And how they ended last season.
And how they ended last year, right? What, they won like 7 of their last 8 games, I think. And at one point, they maybe won like 5 in a row, if I'm not mistaken.
And I think they had one of the highest scoring offenses.
Yes,
in the league.
and their offense was
They might have been like
was
top
incredible.
5.
Yeah, it was. So, you know, a ton of expectations there. Jared Goff, right? How is he gonna look? Amon Ra, is he going to ascend even more? Which I believe he can.
They got the
biasly
rookie,
speaking.
Jameer Gibbs, who new
Yeah, Jahmyr
running
Gibbs.
back, healthier running back. Actually, yeah,
Jameis,
running backs
yeah.
that's healthier. You would assume.
Yeah, definitely.
Jameson Williams has a little
Jameson Williams has
suspension,
it.
but I think when coming back, he's gonna be pretty.
Yeah,
solid
he's been
for
having
them.
some bad luck in the NFL so far, man.
Yeah, so far, yeah.
So hopefully he could find his footing. I think they're not gonna. I think they could meet expectations, and if they do, I think that Dan Campbell will be rewarded with the coach of the year.
Yeah,
For sure.
and they were last year's Hard Knocks, so yeah.
That's right. All right. Defensive rookie of the year. Who do you got?
I'm gonna go with Will Anderson. He was a top pick for a reason.
Yep.
He's from the Texans, and I just straightforward. I think he's one of the more athletic guys in the draft.
Yeah, he's
and he's just a monster. So I would go with Will Anderson.
Yeah, you can't go wrong there. Mine, I'm going with a cornerback. Sticking with the Lions topic, Christian Gonzalez out of Oregon. I think he was the first cornerback taken, or at least the first couple cornerbacks taken, top 2 for sure, in the NFL draft, and going into a team that should be better than last year, that could possibly win the division. Defense will be the key, of course, and I think they needed that. They drafted a top 3 corner, a top 3 player in the draft a couple years back with Jeff Okudah. That didn't work out, so now they have themselves another young corner, and hopefully this one works out for them. I believe it will, and I got Christian Gonzalez winning it in that department.
And also, they've been pretty weak in their cornerback position, so I feel like he's gonna bring that fire that they need.
At least he should.
In that spot.
Bro, I swear, corners, I think outside of quarterbacks is the toughest position.
Yeah.
I think you have to go toe to toe
With the best.
You have to shadow these guys for like what, 60, 70 plays. I mean, like at least like 30, at least, right? I mean, you have to shadow the best of the best.
Yeah.
And the wide receivers, you could argue they are the most athletic
Bro,
football players,
like
right?
Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
I would just
Devontae Adams too.
Yeah, no, but I was just talking about with my coworker about. Have you seen a video of him doing the ladder?
Devontae
Smith.
Smith.
Have you seen the video of him doing the ladder?
Yeah, I did.
Bro,
He's so quick.
You see how quick he moves?
so
Imagine
agile.
that in person.
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy, bro.
Thinking he's going one way. Like, you literally have to shadow them.
Yeah,
bro.
and also going back to Hard Knocks, I like watching the ladder drills they do. I think it was like Jamal Williams went head-to-head with DeAndre Swift and a ladder or something like that. See who could finish the fastest, and their footwork is crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
So it's like, I like watching that too, like the footwork and everything. Just insane to me how a human being can be that athletic and that quick, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, if he could do a good job in that department, and of course if Well, no, rookie of the year doesn't really matter about the wins, but I mean,
Yeah.
I think that could count for something. All right, George, offensive rookie of the year.
I'm gonna go with Zay Flowers, just because I feel like he's gonna be the number one on that. Even if he has OBJ, and with Lamar, I mean, I'm not discrediting how good he is. So with a quarterback like Lamar, I think he's gonna have a lot of open looks, and he's in a barn. Like you said, he's a really explosive wide receiver from Boston College. He's quick and he's fast. So
He's fast.
I would go with him.
He is fast. You think, just real quick, you think Lamar Jackson will have a lot to do with that? Let's say, I mean, hopefully it doesn't happen, but he does miss some time. You think it's going to matter who his quarterback
Actually,
will be?
No, I think if he can get open, he can get open.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a great receiver, you're going to get open no matter what.
Yeah, I agree. I think Lamar will help him obviously elevate more because Lamar is a superstar player. But yeah, I think even if worse comes to worse in that situation, then I think Zay Flowers could still put up his numbers. But that is not my offensive rookie of the year. My offensive rookie of the year resides here in Los Angeles, California, and that is Mr. Quentin Johnson, the 21st pick from the LA Chargers, and word out of camp is he's been fantastic. I should know because I'm covering the team. He's that guy. Like he's so long. He's so explosive. He kind of emulates Mike Williams' game in terms of the long ball. So we're gonna see a ton of explosive plays, and you could see him benefit from that. I think he's gonna benefit a lot from that, especially under Kellen Moore, and he's gonna have an opportunity to shine, especially Keenan Allen and Mike Williams are healthy. All the attention is gonna be on those two. Quentin Johnson could have his time to shine, and even if one of them is missing, I feel like he could step into that role and he could fulfill it. And for him, I just feel like the sky's the limit, especially with this offense, especially with Justin Herbert throwing him the ball.
Yeah, I was about to tell you that.
I just think that he is primed for a big year, and he's primed for just a great future, really. So that's my pick.
Yeah, I was thinking Quentin Johnson. I mean, there's a lot of good rookies. B. John.
Yeah. I mean,
Smith from
we didn't even bring up the two
Seattle
quarterbacks taken, Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud.
C.J. Stroud. Yeah, you're right. I totally forgot about that. But, yeah, I feel like this year's draft class was, on the offensive spot, it's been solid.
It could
like
be really
Jahmyr
good.
Gibbs, too.
Yeah.
Like
Bijan. We didn't even bring up Bijan Robinson, who
that's
is
what I'm saying,
the
Bijan.
favorite.
Bijan. Who else? Like I said, Smith from the Seattle Seahawks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Jackson. Yeah. Jackson Nigba Smith. Yeah.
And then also the guy from the Hyatt from the Giants.
Oh, yeah.
He's pretty good, I heard. So we'll see.
Yeah, man. There's so many
I want
options.
to see how many we get right. I feel like none of them.
We'll come back to that. Nah, I feel like maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting into the meat of it right here. George, who is your defensive player of the year?
Also,
I feel like mine and yours is going to be the same.
Also, because of recency bias, Quinnen Williams from the Jets.
Oh, what about him?
No, cause he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh, you got him as winning defensive player of the year? Oh,
you asked me.
I know.
That's
I'm
like Quinnen Williams.
Oh, okay.
But last time I said, I think it might be recency bias. Bro,
George.
You should see him on Hard Knocks, bro. He's a dog, bro. He's a dog, bro.
You're watching too much Hard Knocks,
bro. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's recency bias, but
Quentin Williams,
bro, that fool's 300 pounds. You should see how he moves at 300.
I do. I mean, he's fantastic, but man, that's bold. That is bold.
Probably TJ. I was thinking TJ, but I mean, TJ has done enough where, like, can he really elevate even more that we've seen?
I feel like he can.
You know?
Yeah, because he's that great. He's that great.
Yeah, I know.
He's fantastic.
I did have TJ in mind, but like I said, like, you know how much he has to elevate his game just so he could be looked at?
Yeah, because he already had
That's
won
what I'm
it.
saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Tough.
That's why I'm saying, like, it's gonna be hard for him to win it, but quit it with it, bro.
That's crazy. I was like, wait, were you talking?
I was thinking sauce soup.
You got me so, like, confused.
I was like,
what?
I was thinking sauce soup. I'm like, nah, Quinnen Williams a dog, bro.
Damn.
300 pounds, and you should see how fast he moves. I think it's a recency bias.
Crazy,
we'll see.
crazy. All right, we'll see. All right, mine is was actually my pick from last year to win Defensive Player of the Year, Micah Parsons.
Oh, Mike,
This
I
dude-
forgot about Micah.
This dude is out for blood, man. I feel like the Cowboys defense is going to be just as good as they were last year. And of course, it comes at the heels of Micah Parsons, man. This guy is he's just a force on the defensive end, man. You cannot stop this guy. He has an array of moves. He does everything for the Cowboys. And I just feel like he's going to do more of the same, man. And I don't think Nick Bosa is going to be great as well.
I was thinking the same thing.
He's going to be great as well, but
He just
I feel
won
like
it.
this year the love is going to go to Micah because I'm not sure if he's going to play even better, but he's going to be up to par to where he was last year, and I think that's going to be enough for the voters.
Yeah.
But regardless, Micah Parsons, that's, you know, me and you have our feelings about the Cowboys and whatnot.
Bro,
but,
I totally
man,
forgot about
I love
Micah,
Micah
though.
Parsons.
I totally forgot
Like,
about Micah.
like if there was a Trayvon Diggs and Micah Parsons spectrum, like Micah Parsons is like the really, really good, and Trayvon Diggs is like the zero negative,
Bro.
you know, like on a spectrum. I love Michael Parsons, man, and
No,
I
yeah.
just feel like
totally-
this is the year. He's gonna
Honestly,
win it.
I totally forgot about Micah, but I will stick with
You are
Quinn.
so biased. Quinn Williams over guys like Nick Bosa, Sauce Gardner,
but
Micah
let
Parsons,
me
heck,
tell you-
even Aaron Donald and TJ Watt.
Wait, no.
Are you serious?
But I told you my reason with TJ, and I feel the same way about Nick Bosa.
No,
He
I know,
just
but it's
wanted-
like-
No, I know. I thought about Nick. I thought about TJ, but I'm telling you, the way I feel like the voters see it is like they need to elevate more than what we've seen.
No,
You
yeah,
get
but
me?
you just went like completely like I bet Quinn Williams is not even on the odds books
Was he?
to win it. That's just like way out of left field right there. But
It's the recency bias.
That's-
I'm
definitely.
gonna admit it. It's the
definitely
recency
is. I
bias,
can't
but-
I can't even let that one slide.
But from what I've been seeing, he's been a dog.
Okay.
That's why,
Okay. All right. Here we go. Offensive player of the year, George. Who's it gonna be? Ton of options here,
bro.
and it's rare when it's a quarterback. It's usually either a wide receiver or a running back.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm gonna go with the op.
Okay, so someone in the AFC North.
Jamar Chase, bro. I feel like he's just getting better and better, bro.
That's good.
I know Jay Jettos won it last year. Now it's gonna be Jamar Chase from LSU.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I can't be biased with that. He's a not, but still, I think he's super nice. I don't know. I feel like he's getting like I said, better and better.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. The injuries. Well, he missed 5 games last year,
5
right?
games, and coming back from the injuries, looks like he never left.
Yeah, man. I mean, Jamar Chase is just fantastic. Just the chemistry he has with Joe Burrow. It's just like they were made for each other, man. I mean, they just click on so many levels.
They've been playing.
And they just make it look so easy.
How many years have they played together since?
At least like
LSU?
two, 3. Just like they're going into their 6th season together.
6 season, basically, and that's not even like, and they're only like 3 for Burrow and 1 for Chase, right? Or 2 for Chase season
In the
in the NFL. Yeah, so
Yeah,
sorry.
man. That's great. That's great. But mine is actually an op too.
Oh no way!
It's Christian McCaffrey.
Oh yeah,
Christian McCaffrey of the 49ers, a full season with the Niners, a full training camp,
With the
a
Niners.
full OTAs, everything with Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers. Kyle Shanahan is it pains me to say it, of course, but it's just facts. He is an offensive genius, one of the best coaches in the league today, and he's just gonna help Christian McCaffrey surpass whatever we thought he's capable of. Yeah, man, this guy's he is the dual running back. He is someone that you just want on your team because he can do absolutely everything for you. Last year against the Rams, he had a throwing touchdown, he had a receiving touchdown, he had a rushing touchdown. Like, there's nothing that this guy can't do. Arguably the greatest offensive player, the best offensive player in the league today, and he's just only going to get better with Kyle Shanahan, and then whoever their quarterback's going to be, it's going to be Brock Purdy, but it kind of doesn't matter who it's going to be unless it's anyone past the third string, right? So yeah,
Christian McCaffrey. I mean, he balled out with no QB in the Panthers for a long time. So
yeah.
I mean, after Cam Newton, who do you have?
Yeah,
Like,
it was a carousel.
that we can't even name you who was after Cam Newton.
Well, I know
think
that
Sam
PJ
Darnold-
Walker was there last year. Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold
Yeah,
was
Sam Darnold was there.
one. But I don't know. But
I'm forgetting.
yeah. Like I'm saying, it doesn't matter the quarterback.
Doesn't matter.
He's gone
CMC.
through quarterback, so
Yeah.
it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's mine.
And he's
We
still
we
up.
both picked ops. That's funny.
Yeah.
We both picked
I
ops.
don't even think. I thought about Christian McCaffrey too, though.
Oh man. All right, George. MVP.
Bro,
Who is going to be the MVP of the 2023-2024
This was a
season?
tough one because, you think about Mahomes, but
It's like, yeah.
with
I
the
know.
voters fatigue,
Voter fatigue for sure.
Voter fatigue.
sure.
So I'm gonna go with someone who was close to winning it last year. I mean, I was thinking about an op too, but no, I'm not going with the op this time.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Jalen Hurts just because he was
Yeah.
so close to winning it. He was one game or two
One game.
One
I
game
think
from
it
winning
was one
it.
game. Yeah.
But I feel like he's gonna come back stronger, and the Eagles have DeAndre Swift now, and they have
And they have Rashard Penny.
Rashard Penny.
Yeah.
So I feel like Jalen Hurts has a lot of weapons now, like crazy weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with Jalen Hurts. I was thinking Joe Burrow, but I'm gonna go with Jalen Hurts.
I was going to go with Jalen Hurts, but the only thing that kind of didn't make me pick him was he has a new offensive coordinator this year. So I want to see how that's going to work out. So I'm going to go with someone that is for sure going to ball out. Your op. The one you thought. It's Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow. I had him too.
I want to pick Patrick Mahomes.
But for
I
what
do.
he can
I do. But of course, I'm doing the dumbest thing ever, and I'm doubting Patrick Mahomes once again.
But it's the same thing we've been talking about.
I
Like
know,
we've seen
I
what he
know.
can do. I feel like to win
He's
it, he needs to surpass
He's gonna
it.
come out and ball out. That's just what he does, man.
No, I know
That's
he's-
just what he does.
I know
He is LeBron. He is the LeBron James. He is the Kobe Bryant. He is the Michael Jordan. He is the Barry Bonds of the NFL, man. He just comes out and he just balls consistently.
I know, but like
Clayton
I said,
Kershaw.
I think it's the season he needs to have to surpass that MVP
Yeah,
season last
I
year. You
know.
get me?
I know.
Because we know we could do. It's the same thing that happened with this guy right here. Like,
Yeah.
it's
definitely.
you can't
Yeah.
really. Once you see what he does, you has to ball out next season
Yeah.
like crazy.
Here I am. I picked Joe Burrow, and I'm here talking about Patrick Mahomes. But no, I think Joe Burrow is going to be fantastic alongside your pick for Offensive Player of the Year. There's nothing that should really slow them down. I mean, Zach Taylor is still right there, is still his head coach, and I just feel like they're going to do great. I know I said that if Lamar Jackson's healthy, I have the Ravens winning the AFC North, but I mean, you never know, man. You have Joe Burrow, you have Joe Shiesty, who always delivers when it matters, man. And
Bro,
I think
it's
he's
good.
gonna do that again, and he's gonna do it again and again and again. And I feel like this year will be his year. He still has not got paid yet, so we'll see how that's going to
I
unfold.
mean, they're gonna pay him
No, yeah, of course, but when? When are they gonna pay him?
eventually, but they're gonna pay him.
After he wins MVP?
There's no way you let him walk.
No, of course not. Of course
Yeah.
not. What's the alternative?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? I mean, but I think Joe Burrow is going to up
Up the
going
ante.
up the ante. That's exactly what I was looking for. Thank you. Up the ante, and he is going to be the MVP this year.
I mean, I
Simple
can't
as
go
that.
wrong with that. I was
Yeah.
thinking about him too. But
Sorry, it's your up.
I know he's my op, but
Yeah.
I mean, we're not being biased here. And remember,
Definitely
I said
not.
he'd probably win one before Allen too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna pick Josh Allen too, man.
Nah,
but
but
I'm
bro.
also. I feel like he should be better. He threw 14 interceptions last year.
I feel
That
like he
number
has
should
more
trickle
doubters
down.
coming in now than he had before.
Hey, think about it, right? Last year, the Bills were the darlings of the preseason.
For real.
Everyone was picking them to win the Super Bowl. Everyone was picking.
Here you
Most
go,
people, at
Chief.
least, were picking Josh Allen to win MVP.
But
And
I feel like he
that has
more
died
doubt-
out.
Yeah,
But I feel like that's for the better. I feel like the Bills.
it's
th-
on news.
They don't need that type of attention.
Okay.
They just need to go out there every Sunday, in their right there, Upper New York, and then just do their thing without all the hype. So, we'll see. All right, close it out. We're gonna give our 3 bold predictions, and I think you already gave out one, George.
Yeah, the Quentin Williams. Oh no, that wasn't the one that contradicted.
Oh, was
my,
it?
my
Oh
thing.
shit!
The one that contradicts my pick is the offensive rookie of the year. I say Zay Flowers, but Anthony Richardson. How can you forget Anthony Richardson?
Mm-hmm.
He's a freak athlete. Like, he's just crazy. He could run. He could he's pretty athletic. You've seen his clips where
Yeah.
he throws like his from the side
Yeah,
or
from the
whatever. I would go Anthony Richardson. I don't see why he can't, just because he's the most athletic.
Wait, so
and
your bold prediction is that Anthony Richardson what?
wins Offensive Rookie of the Year.
You just said that Zay Flowers is gonna win.
No, I know, but I told you it contradicted. That's who I think is gonna win it.
Oh, okay.
But
I see.
I see a dark horse.
It's like
in-
your hot, yeah, like your
like
hot take
hot
a little
take.
bit. Okay.
like who I actually think's
Okay.
gonna win it to who could win it.
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
You get me?
I see.
So Zay
I see.
Flowers, who I think's gonna win it, and then Anthony Richardson is who is the dark
Okay.
horse who I believe could win it.
Got you. Got you.
You get me?
Okay. All right. One of mine, I listed 3. One of mine is that the Broncos will be above 500, but they will still they will miss the playoffs, and they're going to win between 9 and 10 games. If they're under 500 again, or if they even replicate any type of season that is, man, me and you are. Wow,
I don't think
we're
they
gonna be
could
so wrong.
replicate it. I don't think they could do worse than that.
But they're going to be better.
Yeah,
they're going
they
to be
will.
better, but they're still going to miss the playoffs.
Okay.
I don't know if that's bold, but I mean, if you win 9 or 10 games, you should win it. But if you think about it more, they're in the AFC, so 9 and 10 is probably not even going to be good enough. So that's why. But they're going to be better. Russell Wilson's going to be better.
So another one I got is Lions win their division over the Vikings.
Yeah.
You don't think that's bold, you know?
No,
No? You don't
because that kind of
Okay.
trickles down to mine. Vikings are going to regress big time after winning 11 one-possession games in 2022. They won 11 of them. They won 11 games by one possession, and they ended up winning 13. So that means only 2 of them were not close. All their one-possession games they won. That's not going to happen again this year. They're going to win maybe like 9 or 8, and it is not their division anymore. Yeah, just that was like way too many close calls there. A lot of luck involved. Remember that, just off the top of my head, the one against the Bills. I mean, think about how much luck that had to do. Justin Jefferson with the one that didn't catch. We came on here and we raved. At least I raved about it because it was a tremendous
Crazy.
catch. And then you have them not making the 4th and 1 in their goal line, and then the Bills get the ball back, but they're pushed towards their goal line, and then they get the fumble recovery. They ended up going to overtime. They get the pick, and then they win, right? So just a lot of things went their way, and it's just impossible. That same thing's not going to happen this year. So a big regression by the Vikings this year.
All right, that's a good one. So the Lions one, I guess, wasn't too bold. My team, I'm gonna do a bold prediction for my team.
Okay.
Kenny Pickett would throw 3 times more touchdowns than he did last year.
So what
So
number
he
would
had
that
7, so it's above 21.
be? He only had 7 touchdown passes?
Yeah.
Well, it's not like he played the entire season, right?
Entire
How many
season.
games did he play? Like 6?
Yeah, and then some of them he had the concussion.
Oh, okay.
Remember, he
okay.
got a concussion.
Yeah.
So 3 times. So he's only 21.
21? I don't know if that's enough for you guys to make the playoffs. 21 touchdowns?
Yeah, I think he throws 21 touchdowns.
Is that going to help enough for your team, though?
Yeah.
21 touchdowns. Okay.
I think, well, he's supposedly, like, I've seen that the odds for him of being a breakout star this year is pretty high. That he looks good. And
He finished the season phenomenal. I really love
that's
the
what
way
I'm
he
saying.
finished the season.
And I heard his training camp's been good.
That's good.
So,
Yes, same thing I heard with Najee, too. Najee's looking really good. And obviously, the Steelers are not known for their offense. They're more known for their defense.
and we added good weapons.
Yeah, on the defense side of the ball. So
And we have a pretty good online now.
yeah. So we'll see. Mike Tomlin's a defensive coach. We'll see how you guys do on that department. But my last and final one is that the Dolphins will finish above the Jets in the AFC East.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That was hard.
Wherever that may be. I see a lot of people on the Jets bandwagon, and I see a lot of people not believing in the Jets. So if you're in the camp of believing in the Jets and you hear this, that might be pretty bold to you.
For me, it goes like this.
The key is Tua, of course, but they have the weapons and they have the coach for their offense and their defense. Sadly, my former boy, actually my forever boy, Jalen Ramsey, will not be playing up until hopefully December. So that could probably hinder their defense a little bit. But overall, the Miami defense should be good and ready to go, and so should the offense. But is Tua gonna be healthy for that?
And they signed who? Eli Apple to replace Ramsey.
Yeah, they did.
But with the Jets, it's like, do you believe or not? It's like, do you believe in Aaron Rodgers? I see it. Do you believe in Aaron Rodgers?
So
Obviously, Jets, yeah.
Like, are you saying it starts with Aaron Rodgers and it ends with Aaron Rodgers? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, because, I mean, they had the same team as last year, adding Dalvin
That's
Cook.
true.
And all they needed was a QB. So now it's
That's true.
do you believe in Aaron
That's
Rodgers?
true.
Because you have the same team, but now it's, do you believe in this QB?
Yeah.
And you go 80 to 20%, you believe in Aaron Rodgers because
Yeah.
you know Aaron Rodgers. Or maybe even 90, 10%.
Yeah,
you know?
because that defense, the 2022 Jets defense was phenomenal.
Yeah.
You could argue that the 8 games they won because of their defense. And they could have won maybe at least 3 more if they had a better quarterback
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
Now they have the quarterback of possibly this generation, at least a top 2 quarterback, however you view Aaron Rodgers in this generation. So, yeah, no excuses right there in that department. And it's not going to be easy. In week 1, they're going to face the rival Bills.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the ultimate test right there in Monday Night Football. So it's going to be it's going to be fast. It's going to be quick this season.
Bro, I'm excited.
By week 4, we could be saying, "Oh my God, the Jets are going to win the AFC." Or by week 4, we could be saying, "What the F is going on with Aaron Rodgers and the Jets? Is this Aaron Rodgers? Is the defense going to regress? Right? Is Garrett Wilson, the weapons, going to be enough?" We're going to find out. So I think because there's more question marks with little friend. I think because there's more question marks with the Jets and there's a little bit more certainty with the Dolphins, I think that's another reason. But of course, it's barely August 23rd.
Yeah.
We have 6 months of football left, and I know me and you cannot wait for that, man. This is truly, at least we're heading into the best time of the year, George.
Yeah.
Just overall as a collective, because baseball's winding down. Yeah, football coming back up. Basketball's eventually gonna start back up, and it's just great. It's just great, man.
I have one more bold prediction for those Cowboy fans.
Ooh.
Dak Prescott's throwing 18 interceptions.
No. He said he's throwing less than 10, my boy.
No, he's not, bro. The video, favorite video of this trading camp is him throwing a football, double coverage to a 5-5 Duzman. Bro, what's the logic in that? I don't get it.
I don't get it either, bro.
And then
That's weird.
Trayvon Diggs intercepted him, and then I don't know if you seen he threw the ball at him. And
He threw it directly at a defender. I don't know if that was Trayvon, but he threw it directly at a defender.
No, I'm not talking about that. I think that the.
But you know which one I'm talking about, though.
Yeah. But there's one, I think, where Trayvon throws the ball at him, and Dak Prescott gets mad. But I don't know.
Oh, man. 18.
I'm
Was that just for jokes? That was just for jokes,
Yeah,
George?
jokes.
All right.
I'm probably like 15.
But he's definitely going to throw over 10, right?
He's over 10 for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely going to throw over 10.
If Josh Allen threw, 14, I don't see why Dak Prescott can't throw 15.
Yeah. And also, too, I think probably things are going to get worse. He has a new offensive coordinator. His former offensive coordinator is here in L.A. now. So if you threw, 15 with Kellen Moore,
I mean,
you didn't get a better offensive coordinator. I mean, is that...
Yeah, like I said, I'm a Dak Prescott hater. I'm not going to lie to you.
Respect.
Actually, I mean, he was cool for the first couple of years in the NFL.
First years,
he was cool.
He started getting a little bit overhyped, overrated.
You know.
He's definitely overrated.
He's
for sure.
not a quarterback. I think you just after this year, if he doesn't do good after this year, you got to move on from him.
He's Kirk Cousins, and that's not a knock. That's not a knock. But you have to accept. But because of where he's at, he's a Cowboy. Obviously, one of the great. I'm not gonna say greatest, but the biggest brand in all of sports, possibly in the world, right? You get that type of notoriety. You get those type of expectations. But in reality, he's really just like a Kirk Cousins, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But he's nothing more than that. And
he's hyped up too much to what he should be. Yeah.
Yes. And that's fine. No. Well, in terms of him being Kirk Cousins, that's fine. But the expectations people are trying to set on him, for him to lead the Cowboys past to the Super Bowl or whatever, that's just not gonna happen, Jordan.
Yeah, especially now with all the young QBs and all the great QBs you see. There's no way. You gotta get through the Eagles. You gotta get through.
The thing for him is he's in the NFC, and the NFC is weak. That's the thing. There's what, 3 teams?
49ers, bro.
Okay. You have to go 49ers, Eagles.
Yeah.
That's it. So that's what he has to his advantage. Unfortunately for him, though, I don't think he could beat those 2 teams.
Bro, imagine him in a conference finals playing against the stacked 49ers defense. Mm-hmm. There's no way he throws more than. There's no way.
And then
I feel like there's gonna be like 3 picks right there alone.
You forgot the last part. And then we woke up.
Oh yeah, no Eastern. I mean, no conference final. I was gonna go with that one, but okay.
I was waiting for you. I'm like, all right, let's see if George.
Have you seen the one that says Madden's not realistic?
Oh yeah, Madden, and then it has a cowboy celebrating.
No, Madden's so realistic or something. Yeah. Well, sorry. Cowboy.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I didn't mean to back.
We just went in now.
Yeah.
All right, sorry about that, guys. All right, this will conclude this week's episode of Dimes Only Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, subscribe to this video, subscribe to our channel, subscribe to our Spotify.
Thank you for listening. We got fantasy football coming up. I'm excited. We're all excited. We're going to be bringing you more content now. Football. And I'm hoping to go to that Steelers-Rams game.
Yeah, and whatever else happens.
I'm just excited. That's all I got to say.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace.